So there's some options for using other rendering engines. This is from Unreal. There's also the same kind of ability with Unity. But if I click on Twinmotion and say see in Twinmotion, you see that whatever was in my view, my 3D view, is coming into a separate file. And then I'll show you that what kind of differentiates this is there's huge libraries of animated content that I can add to my file. So instead of having to use, I like populate in Max, I can do a lot of that here. I'll say make a new project. Okay, now if I roll back a little bit here, I should have my model. On the top right here, these are the objects from the BIM model, and I'm just going to turn off this thing called the starting ground so I can go a bit closer to my model here. Maybe I'll go all the way through this and then turn around a bit so I'm looking at the other side. I'll fix those things that you see, but then I've got a background. I can orbit this around a bit, look at my model from the front here. So what's different about it, you see that, for example, I can access a huge library of materials. So if I look and find glass, and I see there a depiction of what the glasses look like, much better materials than say Max has. Say Revit has. I can pick a material and I can apply it to a surface in my model. So if I did that and I just dragged it and dropped it onto there, you see I can make that clear. If I wanted to get a material from the model, I can pick it up and then I can get it and I can drag it and I can put it on the objects that I want. For example, putting that on the roof to fix it. So that's kind of the beginning there. If I go to this material library, you'll see that I have, for example, landscape materials. I'll go get a tree, bring it in, place it in there. That'll be animated in the wind. Also, I have paths. So if I go down to here and, sorry, here, wrong one, path. Now what I'm going to do is pick a character path and pick some points to place the characters. So maybe I've got a character coming down here, going up the steps, over to here, into here. Just for the sake of speed, I'm just going to have them jump down and go off that way. So that was me creating the path. Now I've got animated characters that are following that path in my model. If I want, when I pick a path like this, I can say, do I want African, Asian, Caucasian? I can turn things on and off as I want. I can choose the width of that path if I want more people to be moving in it. So a wider path. Let's see, I go down here a bit so you can see it. So if I move width, it gets wider. If I do density, it gets more of them. I'll take that down there. So now I've got that. Maybe I want a car to move in the foreground of my model. I can say, give me a path that is a vehicle. Say it starts here somewhere and ends over here. And just like before, it'll follow the path and it will follow the terrain. I'm going to try and just move that across here so you can see it a bit more clearly. Okay, and then other kind of things that it has, for example, would be under settings here. If I go to weather, so you see here, this is kind of like a sunny day, and then you see if I move here, it's getting wetter, cloudier and wetter. So we're going from Southern California to Seattle. Sunny again at the end of the year. Let's say my weather is kind of overcast and wet like this. And then under the seasons, I can go from kind of spring to winter and fall. Right? So notice that my trees are losing their vegetation in the winter. And if I went to make that kind of snow effect, I've got a lot going on there. Maybe let's just go to where it's nice and bright in the winter like that. So then I can make animations from this and save it out, but I got saved content, and there's almost no limit to the amount of content that's available here, animated content. For example, if I got characters, it's not just people and groups of people like these guys, but it's also many other options. And then I can render that out as an animation as well. So definitely something to check out if you haven't had a chance to look at it.